In this video, I'm going to show you 5 Lightroom Classic shortcuts that you might like to consider using when you're editing your photos. Hi, thanks for joining me once again and welcome back to my channel. So this time I'm going to be talking about Lightroom Classic. Now, if you're like me, then you're probably using Lightroom quite often and you've probably got yourself settled into a routine workflow, which works really well for you. But I've got 5 Lightroom shortcuts to share with you, which you might not know about or you might not be using. And they're really worthwhile knowing about. So, let's get straight into it, and here's the first one. Remove panels. So if you've got your panels showing all the time like I have, you can quickly remove them just by pressing the Tab key. This is useful if you want to remove distractions from the screen and give yourself more space to view or work on your image. By removing the panels, the image naturally gets bigger and fills more space on the screen. If you want to access any of the information or adjustments on either of the side panels, just move your mouse over to the side of the screen and the panel will pop back out. Tab can be used to remove the panels at any stage and in any of the viewing options. Lights out. This shortcut goes hand in hand, I think, with the previous shortcut. By pressing L on the keyboard, Lights Out is activated and everything is dimmed on the screen, but the image. Press it again and everything else goes to black, completely isolating the image on screen from any of the other controls or panels or distractions. This Lights Out mode, in combination with removing the panels, is a brilliant way of analysing your final image. When I think I'm finished editing an image, I very often hit Tab to remove all the panels and hit L twice to activate the Lights Out mode to present the image on screen with no distractions at all and a black background. One trick that I find is that I often then go and make a cup of coffee or come back to Lightroom after about 20 minutes or so, and when I come back the image is there for me to see with a fresh pair of eyes, so I can see if my editing looks good, if I'm happy with it, or whether I need to do any more work to the image. Lights Out can be activated at any time in any of the different view options. Before and after preview. This is probably a fairly well-known shortcut, but I'm including it here just in case you're not using it. So by hitting the / key, Lightroom will switch off all the adjustments you've made and show you the original raw image. By hitting the / key again, all the adjustments will be restored. The adjustments aren't actually being switched on and off. Lightroom is just simply giving you a preview of the original before image and the after image with all your edits and adjustments. By switching the before and after preview on and off, you can see what effect your adjustments and edits have made and how it compares with the original raw image. This is particularly useful if you've made very subtle adjustments. Survey mode. So survey mode is where Lightroom places all of the selected images on one screen so that you can look down on all of them at once and by the process of elimination choose which one is best. So let's say you've taken 5 very similar images and you want to work only with the best one. So by using survey mode, which is key N, you can get all 5 images on screen and compare them. You highlight the image you want to remove from the selection and hit /. The rest then shuffle around until you end up with your favourite image, which you can then work on. It's a great way of comparing several similar images and eliminating them one by one so that you end up with the best. Please help this channel out by giving this video a big thumbs up, and do consider subscribing if you haven't already. That would really help me out. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my landscape or aviation photography or photo editing videos in the future. Now, on to the fifth and final shortcut, and I think this is probably one of the best ones actually. Cropping overlays. So key O cycles through the cropping overlays on the image. This is a really good way of seeing how you can enhance your image by cropping your image in new ways or just by fine-tuning your framing. So by default you probably have the rule of thirds overlay showing, and that's probably the most common and the most well-known composition guide. But by hitting O you can cycle through the overlays to show diagonals, the center point, opposite triangles, the golden ratio, or the golden spiral. All of these are compositional guides you can use when cropping or fine-tuning your image. It may be that you might want to flip or reverse the overlay to suit a particular image. You can simply do that by pressing Shift and O. I really like that last one. The cropping overlays tool is really useful, I think. I'm sure I was using Lightroom for years before I discovered that shortcut, and I'm using it quite regularly now. Anyway, I hope you found these shortcuts useful. Please leave a comment below and let me know which of these shortcuts are completely new to you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now.